artist?
Yes, an NFT artist. I make one pieces. I tend to do things related to nature. I enjoy like spending time with the family and things, and watching the kids grow, and those moments are quite special. But at the minute, I've been working on a couple of commission pieces, but I'm also working my way around the people that have actually supported me and purchased my NFTs, and doing free original teas as well to give as gifts, just to say thank you. Nothing else really kind of going on my end apart from that, so yeah.
Thanks, Cindy. The Brick Koala Token series in Brisbane is a proud owner in these pieces. We're standing tall. You're lots of fun. I'm very proud of that piece, and looking forward to more pieces, Cindy.
Yeah, I will let you know.
Yeah, please tell me if the next person wants to tell us about their project. This is an open floor, so there's no formalities or anything. So if you don't put your hand up, I'll pick on somebody.
I'd love to go.
Yeah, please.
So I'm doing NFTs for real life art. I have a growing portfolio of original works by celebrated artists that have come into the store over the time when I was operating, and I have collected and harvested with the hope of reaching a scale big enough where I could sort of do the Brick Koala model. I've got a master asset that my individual NFTs created under, and I hope to sell some of the portfolio to continue to generate investable cash, and get NFTs for my new acquisitions as they come in, and grow it to a scale where I can have the opportunity for individuals to invest in these better quality galleried artists' original works, fractional manner. There's a lot of, or at least a couple of big hurdles that have to be overcome before I'm able to do that. But I am already marketing the individual artworks from the portfolio. I just have them listed on my own Shopify site, www.goodfindstores.com. Go out there and just scroll down right below the banner. You'll see the very first collection has the familiar Raven logo. And that's my fine art and NFT collection that constitutes the early seed beginnings of my portfolio. So I only have 6 works that are currently out there and published. My aspiration is to continue to grow that, monetize the portfolio, and that eventually achieve a scale that's sort of like the Brick Koala model for real estate. Or if you're familiar with Masterworks is a $1 billion enterprise that buys very, very high-end art. My art is more middle America. It's out of the homes of my neighbors. It's coming out of the private collections in the community around me. My pieces range as low as a couple of $100 to as high as maybe tens of thousands of dollars. But Masterworks is a model that takes these very expensive multi-million-dollar pieces, securitizes, fractionalizes them, and issues them as securities. Investors can participate in that art market. Mine is a similar idea, like I said, only taking it from the the down market approach, trying to aggregate portfolio of these really amazing pieces, allow people to get fractional exposure to the fine art market in that way. So long road ahead, but it sure is fun to get to shop the art and curate the collection and learn about the artists as I go. Hopefully you'll stop by and out on www.goodfindstores.com. I may try to port some of those over to the Ravenist. We've got some great marketplaces propped up around Ravencoin, the Ravencoin community. I may take a look at putting some of my in real life art over there and see if I can't get some audience and some The other kind of fork in the road that I've taken since I started this endeavor was, I've added one NFT to my portfolio. I actually have quite a little NFT collection since participating with you all in these events and auctions, but I've only added one to my fine art and NFT collection portfolio, and that's my cat bits. So if you go out, you'll see that there too is available for sale. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do in the Ravencoin space while continuing to work in my resale and thrift ambitions.
That's great. That's great. That's fantastic. Eunice, I've got the feed for today on the BrickBC for the event. Maybe just want to add that those links in there so people can actually go in and see.
I didn't catch that.
I was just saying, if you want to add the links to your site on the feed, on the Twitter feed for the event, you'll go to BrickBC. I've got obviously the event there. If you just want to comment on there and add those links to it.
Will do.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's continue on. AV White Cash, you there? Do you want to tell us about your project? If you can. Maybe sitting here to my left, standing to my left. Are you good to talk, or are you not able to talk? If not, please put up your hand if you want to go next. Tell us about your project. I know we got now we got Chris here to my right. Chris, you want to share? You got a project you want to share? And hello to you. I hope you're well. You want to share? You got a project you'd like to share with us, or?
Well, I'm quite new in this Braveland and in this field, and in the last I don't know, maybe 1 month I started to make videos and was putting them up on Raven Info, and this was a way to know the field, to know the players and to know who is doing what. And definitely not at the end, but I just at least started. And unfortunately, I'm not very good with editing, but getting better. And yeah, I think this is a very cool project. And I probably will do also an NFT, because in my family there are several artists, and hopefully I can even involve them as well. Yeah, and we will see. I think it's a very broad field, what we cover, and hopefully we can, or I can help something with the local politicians as well, because tomorrow is the election day in Hungary. So I'm from Europe, from Hungary, and there is a new party which is just 3 months old, and they will go with digitalization and with blockchain, and they seem to be open to discussions, which is very cool. And yeah, we will see what can we do with them. Maybe they can use some of the systems which are related to Ravencoin or to other blockchain systems which are close to Ravencoin. So mainly that's all.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And that's fantastic. I was obviously looking forward in terms of what blockchain can do to change the country, and it's great to hear that hopefully they can get up and be able to contribute in terms of the future, and be able to again be friendly towards the blockchain in terms of the impact the blockchain will have. So that's great to hear, Chris. What's happening in Hungary from that perspective. But yeah, that's all the things. That's great. Well, welcome to the community, Chris. I hope you'll find, no doubt, that it's a very warm community. And again, if there's anything you need or anything you want to sort of know, please reach out to all of us here. We've all got obviously playing in different. We're on the bus. We're on the mission. We're on a journey together, and we know what the destination is. And we're all sitting in different seats. So great to have you on board on the bus. So again, if there's anything you need, reach out to any one of us that was here and beyond. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Pleasure. I'm going to hand up at the back. I can't see the Mecca who. Yeah, please go ahead. can't see your name actually, but I can see your hand. So I think you're hiding behind Indy. So yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. Yes, that's Blockchain John.
Oh,
Yep. I just want to say thank you guys, everyone in the Ravencoin community, first of all, that has helped me through the process of creating NFTs. I won't ever forget how loving the community has been in comparison to many other communities out there. This has been the one community that I have stuck with for the longest time. You guys have helped me learn how to create NFTs using the Ravencoin network. It's so simple, but somebody like me that doesn't have that the skills of the coding experience, it's almost nerve wracking trying to jump into a network trying to create your stuff, right? So there's been members in the community that has helped me step by step creating my NFT, which happens to be my book, the ESCO book, that thanks to all you guys in the community have purchased more books via NFT last year in 2021 than I have on other corporate platforms like Amazon or Kindle. And that's an amazing thing to know that the community is there to support, and I appreciate you guys all doing that. So in 2022, I'm going to be I'm going to take it to the next step. This book, ESCO, to the next step for 2022, and I am creating unique one-of-one NFTs of the book itself. So that's what's in the vision for 2022, is just take it to the next step. I appreciate all you guys supporting me on YouTube and Twitch and Discord with the C3 Media. I'm still trying to grow C3 Media, and that's the reason I created it was started off with you guys, the Ravencoin community, and I'm going to continue to grow that. I enjoyed doing interviews with you guys on C3 Media. I'm currently right now recording live on Twitch and YouTube, so we can share this experience later on. And I do this all for you guys. I don't charge anybody. I don't have ad revenue. I do this to share the knowledge that Ravencoin is a community that's very, very loving, very friendly, and very helpful. So yeah, once again, just thank you guys just for putting this together.
yeah, pleasure, Blockchain. Great to have you along. And again, it's always great to hear in terms of the warmth that's in other community and the people are experiencing. So thank you for sharing that with us. And yeah, look, again, put your links on the feed on the Brick PC in terms of the event today, so we can all keep following each other's journeys in terms of what's happening in terms of latest things and stuff. But yeah, thank you so much. Moving along. Let's just seeing some of the people here. Crypto lifestyle, the crypto life. You want to share anything with us? Any project that you're working on? Or? No. Not sure what you can talk. That's okay. Also got Shooter. You want to Tone S? Do you want to share anything in terms of your project? What's happening? Lauren? No, nothing new. Again, like I said, please put, if you'd like to share, put up your hand, or else I'll just going to pick on the next person. Maybe Tron, you want to just share what's happening in your world in terms of, obviously, with the Ravencoin chain, in terms of some of the things, anything you'd sort of like to share with the latest and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I shared a little bit earlier, but things are going well. The pay to script hash is taking a little bit longer, but we're just trying to be really careful. It's actually a lot of changes. We just want to make sure it doesn't break anything. What's Up Raven and Ravencoin News to the website, and also Why Ravencoin with its incredible infographic. There's a monitoring site that kind of monitors the ecosystem. I believe it's status.raven and exchanges or things like that. But basically, it monitors nodes and pools and the rates in the U.S. So I'm spending another part of my time working on the Blockchain Law Alliance, which is basically just kind of educating lawmakers on the benefits of of blockchains in general, and also some of the dangers of some of the regulations that seem to be coming down the pipe, especially in Europe and some of the stuff that happened in Canada recently. So I'm kind of spending some of my time there as well. And then I was recently put on the executive board of Utah Blockchain Coalition, and that is an organization that kind of does the same thing as Blockchain Law Alliance. It's basically to educate, but really more for Utah, the legislators up at the Utah House and Senate, and then also Senator Lee, who we had in a room up at the Utah Capitol to educate him. He's the U.S. Senator, for one of the U.S. Senators for Utah, and he basically sat with us. There was about 15 of us to talk about, crypto and Web3 and NFTs and stable coins and all that kind of stuff. So just trying to educate in that arena. So that's what I've been up to and on the foundation side.
That's fantastic. And thanks for the update. Really good to hear in terms of what's happening right in the heart of things with that Ravencoin.
Yeah, it's not launched yet. It should probably launch this week, Blockchain Law Alliance, and it'll probably be announced at the Miami event, the Bitcoin event. So the platform that we're using is part of, is being done by David Bailey, who's the one who kind of runs that blockchain Miami event, and Brock Pierce and another guy who basically kind of left and took the platform with them because some of the news outlets were censoring things, and so it's sort of a we promise not to censor type platform. And I believe that's going to be announced probably like the 6th or 7th of April.
Fantastic. That's are you going to be? Are you going to the Bitcoin conference? No.
I haven't decided yet. Right now, no. Meaning I don't have flights or hotels, so probably not. But I'm considering it. I kind of wish I had gone last year, and so I kind of regretted not going last year with all the stuff that happened, and so I'm still debating that.
Fantastic. No, I obviously didn't attend last year, but I did see some of the videos afterwards, and some great content that came out of it. Really enjoyed seeing that content. It was very always interesting to see what's happening latest from that perspective. Again, that'll be some great. Obviously, Bruce been speaking this year, so it's obviously great to see, and we look forward to enjoying seeing some of that content as well. Going along in terms of Xander, you wanna just tell us I know you sort of touched on before we actually formally started. You wanna just touch what's happening in your world with Crypto Lisa? And I just saw Crypto Lisa was join us this year. And I thought you left Crypto Lisa. I thought you left the community. The April Fools that she got everybody. So between Xander and Crypto Lisa, just tell us about what's happening with in terms of your YouTube channel and some of the things that content you guys are creating. Still with us, Xander? Crypto Lisa? You want to talk? I'll be able to do it. Okay, let's go. We'll keep moving on. Pancho Cuervo, how are you, mate? Great to see you here. You want to shoot about your project?
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you, Tron, and everyone else. I'm not an expert at this, but basically consider myself like the Robin Hood, but at the same time the Scarface of the crypto world. Just if I make money, but I want to help and educate everybody. So I've been, I'm not sure if you guys seen, I've been buying a lot of these NFTs and kind of giving them away to everyone. So actually it was kind of cool. Somebody messaged me and they asked me if they can sell an NFT that I gave them And I was like, well, Joe, you can do whatever you want, you know. And basically, when he was asking us if he can sell it, he was so humble. He was so grateful for the NFT, and he was asking if he could sell it because he needed the money. And it was kind of cool because that was the whole point, which was, you know, to just give these. I'm trying to also kind of just show people how easy it is to create NFTs and stuff. And if I can do it, then, you know, then most people can. So we'll be coming out with an NFT collection pretty soon, and I'm gonna sell it for free. We are kind of pricing it for something like this, but just show everybody how I can do it.
Yeah, that's
NFTs.
no, thanks, Contra. That's fantastic. And you are one of our most active members of our community, maybe the community. I see you very active on Twitter. I really appreciate what you're doing, and that's something.
You guys, I learned a lot from you guys as well. So it's really cool. You guys are the smartest community in all of crypto, just so you know.
No, thank you so much. Crypto Lisa, just I think she can talk now. You have to talk, Crypto Lisa. Give us an update. You're good? No, not be able to talk. No, if you can, that'd be great if you have to talk too. Did actually see Lincoln. Just to see if you want to share anything with Lincoln. Oh, there he is. Lincoln, you want to share anything with us with your project? If not, all good. Then we might go to Philly. Philly, you want to share some of the stuff that you've been working on? Obviously, with the news platform, Braveland News, and some of the activities around that's obviously really impacting the Raven community and keeping people aware what's in terms of events and especially on the news front. Do you want to share what's going on there, Philip?
Yeah, I'll speak to that. So, I've been involved in Raven Coins.
You're underwater, mate? Are you underwater at the moment, or?
Does it sound like I'm underwater?
Sounds like you're underwater.
Oh, man.
You're at this scuba diving, mate.
All right, let me log out. I'll come back in.
That's all right. That's all right. Well, good.
That's my fault. I provided him with a deep diving bell, and I think that's my fault. I didn't do the math for the acoustics.
That's fun. And yeah, while we wait for him, if there's, I just see if the link was that's with us. I'm not sure whether he wants to share anything with us. That's a good. If not, Crypto Life. I did mention Crypto Life before. How are you? We're not sure whether you want to share anything with us in terms of your project, or like I feel you to come back in the meantime.
Maybe while we wait for Philly, I'm willing to give away an NFT, but we have to find a fun way how to do it.
It's not a burnt one, is it, Morgan? You're not giving us a burnt one.
No. All the burnt ones are for Sunny, right? She wants them.
Sunny, give it a sharing. From your perspective, you are one of the most active persons on Twitter in the Ravencoin community, which we love some of the posts you put up and keeping us educated on some of the things that are happening. Do you want to share anything with us, Sunny? You might not be able to talk now. Okay. Still good. Sure Philly's back in or not. There he is. Philly.
Does it sound like I'm underwater now?
That's all good. Loud and clear.
Right. I had to kill all the different apps I'm running. It's probably sucking up bandwidth. All right. So anyway, what I was starting to say is I've been involved in Ravencoin since the early portion of it. In any project, especially a decentralized project, it evolves and there's ebbs and flows into it. As some of you may know, a good friend of mine is Aaron Day. and he was basically, keeping me informed on what was going on, and then when there would be different opportunities for us to actually start building on it. So then when he kind of took a break, I jumped in, and it appeared to me that all the pieces are on the table. We just need to, find people to bring notice to it. And don't get me wrong, Tron and everybody's been doing a great job, but if anybody's seen the stuff that I started posting when I kind of first popped on the scene, was in reference to Jeffrey Moore, I think is the name of the author. It's Crossing the Chasm. It's part of a trilogy of books that he came out for technology back in the early 90s. As a matter of fact, I think Crossing the Chasm is from 1991. And it's still very relevant today, regardless of what technology you're building upon. And to me, that's what Ravencoin is. It's a technology platform. And so essentially what you have in the beginning is you have the hardcore tinkerers. So they're people that want to climb into the code. They want to, build their own equipment. They don't mind if the phone doesn't work all the time. If it's a new technology, they're going to take it apart anyway. So then the next level is what most of us are. They're people that are a little bit techy enough, but they understand what the future is as soon as there's mass adoption. So once we cross this chasm, and some of our marketplaces and some of the projects that I'm working on, hit the ground running, then the next wave of people, they don't give a crap what platform it's on. They just want to be able to use their iPhone and their credit card and purchase goods and services. And that's coming real fast, thanks to a lot of work that guys like Raven Rebels are doing, LSJ and the Raven Angels are doing. Once again, all the pieces are here. So I've been fortunate enough to meet a lot of great people throughout the community that were willing to basically jump in head first in a lot of cases, buy a domain, and take my help to build some stuff. Because it's extremely important to me that we are truly decentralized. So anything that you see or know that I'm working on, all those things are getting handed off very quickly as possible. And they have complete autonomy because it has to be. And then it frees me up to do other things in life. But once again, all the pieces are here. So we're building out different websites that just are links to many. If you go to any of the things that that I'm working on, you'll see once again, there's a ton of great work out there. Raven Wiki, all the stuff LSJ has been doing, all the GitHub stuff. We just need to make easy on-ramps for people. And that's it in short.
Yes, especially people coming in from that have no experience on blockchain. It's such a critical thing to make things easy as possible, whether it's an NFT platform or whether it's property or whatever the case may be. The easier we make it for people to on-ramp, the easier they become second nature. And this is how we're going to get obviously the mainstream adoption, making things easy. And thank you for the role you're playing, Phil, in terms of the various layers to do with the Ravencoin chain in terms of the education, use what's happening, obviously your own projects as well, and helping other people with other projects, and also providing us some ideas as well. We're very grateful in terms of your involvement across the Ravencoin community. So great to have someone like you, mate, that's playing such a key role in our community. I really appreciate it. In terms of just probably to finish up the 5-minute elevator pitches, if there's nobody else that would like to share, I'll just share what's happening from my perspective. So mine is very simple. We tokenise Australian real estate property, residential, A-class residential properties. Again, basically, we keep it very simple. The properties are bought, they're kept indefinitely in a special purpose vehicle, Australian private company. And then basically, and the rent that's generated from each property gets invested into a crypto portfolio, and in that particular, every token series will have its own crypto portfolio with that rent, and also will have its NFTs, a dozen NFTs, art pieces that are bought for each token series, and then that art is actually used for the walls, put up on the walls of the actual property itself. So we keep it very simple, and again, the current one, we've got the Koala Token series, which is a Brisbane A-class residential property, around around 3 miles from the Brisbane CBD. It's quite an exclusive estate that's based at quite a lot of wealth in the area. So again, we've got the Olympics in 2032. It provides some great future in terms of where we see property values here in Brisbane, Gold Coast and Sunshine Coast, which is the 3 areas we're focusing on. So we've got 10 more properties coming up after this one. So again, for us, there's no issues getting properties. So people who actually want to get on board and start accumulating a portfolio of real estate property in other countries, like Australia, we're here. The Brick Koala Token series, you can buy for as little as $80 per token, made up of 40,000 tokens. You basically go on our platform, our website, there's a link there to our property tokens platform. And there basically you swap, you deposit USDC stablecoin for a brick koala. So that's the only currency we're using on our platform, USDC. Hopefully Braveland will have our own stablecoin soon, which we'll obviously be looking at swapping over to that stablecoin. So, but in the meantime, people that actually, we've made a very exclusive offer to the Ravencoin community on Ravenist. People can actually buy Bitcoin K to be able to use to swap it for Brick Koala property. So it's at a discount there. We've got 50 available, 50 coins available there. One is a 1-for-1 proposition there. So again, that's only exclusive to the Ravencoin community. It was just our way to say thank you and provide ease of using Ravencoin currency to be able to buy Brick Koala property. So it's on our Twitter feeds. So if you want to use that, that's there. It's, again, it's only exclusive for the Ravencoin community. So that's pretty much about us. Again, I'm a very simple person. We like to keep things simple. My co-founder, Mrs. Brick, Melinda, we like to keep things very simple. So hopefully other people sort of share in terms of what you can do with property. And again, our objective is to make it have the ability to provide access to real estate property all over the world, all corners of the world, whether the African countries, South American countries, Asian, some of those developing countries in those continents, and also the mainstream in terms that we need to be able to buy property. We're providing a solution there. So yeah, to go on our website, go on our Twitter feeds, a lot there, and hopefully everybody can share in terms of what you can do in terms of real estate property with what we work. So thank you so much. But yeah, look, if there's nobody else wants to, no other projects. Oh, hang on, we've got a hand up. Was that Alex Jack? Is that you? Yeah. Alex Jack, you all right?
Yeah, sound. I'm here. Follow on from what you were saying. It was you mentioned the stablecoin proposal, and that hasn't really been mentioned tonight. So I just thought I'd go over that really quickly, if that was all right. It's going to be run by Stably, and they're going to hold funds in USD and create a USDS stablecoin, and that is something that they're basically looking to for donations from the community or people that are interested who want to use that. So if everyone could just bear that in mind, and if they can try find ways to help support that, if that's obviously of interest to you, because like it's completely donation based. So like if you want to support that, go for it. If you don't, that's fine. So I mean, I'll just mention that the Birds of a Feather, the NFT collection that I mentioned earlier, if you buy numbers 20 to 40, all the funds from them go straight to that Stably fund, because I would like to support it personally, because I think it would add value for the community and the projects like Brick, and I think a few others would benefit from that as well. So if you...
And that's more from a compliance perspective, that we have to use stablecoin in terms of when people buy our Brick Koala tokens or our tokens in general. For us, obviously we're minting on the Raven chain in terms of our property, so it makes sense to keep contained by adopting a USDC based on the Ravencoin chain. So for us, again, we'll just add to that support of the Ravencoin chain by swapping to a state that Stablecoin when it does come out, to be able to use that stablecoin from to be able to buy property tokens. yeah, glad you mentioned that. And again, we're trying to find some way to make it a bit of fun as well, to be able to contribute from a donations perspective towards the stabling. So I'm just trying to come up with some idea that we can contribute in some way towards that. Yeah, that's fantastic. Crypto Lisa. I think Crypto Lisa can talk there. Her mic's working.
Yeah, my mic is working finally. When I first came in, I couldn't hear anybody. All I could see was bubbles.
We thought you actually left the community and then you couldn't speak. Then we were concerned what was happening.
No, that was a good April Fool's joke for everybody. I'm still here. So I don't know if Xander talked a little bit about like AM Daily Crypto, but we do that, which is news, and we're highlighting Ravecoin projects. So if you are an NFT artist and you want to have one of your NFTs as art background and set a link for like a link to the Ravenist or whatever's or just NFTs or wherever you have your NFT, or even RV NFT. Also, I'm a partner over at C3 Media with Blockchain John. We do podcasts as well, and I'm also now working with Ryan as a marketing strategist for Just NFTs LLC. So I've got a lot going on, so if I'm quiet, don't mind me. I'm here, so I just really busy. And of course, we're going to Bitcoin conference, and Lewis, I made cards that have a QR code, like business cards, and I also have business cards for C3 Media and Just NFTs and AM Daily Crypto. So we just got a lot going on. But we love Ravencoin, and we've been trying to push Raven. So, and of course, if you want to see something on our channel or even C3 Media, like I said, just get in touch and we'll figure it out. So that's kind of my 3-minute elevator pitch.
Thank you so much, Crypto Lisa. Appreciate what you're doing. It was a great source of information when it comes to the Ravencoin chain and in general. And we will also really appreciate your support to the Brick BC projects, what you're doing. And really appreciate you doing the cards, those NFT cards that we've done up. Again, just trying to sort of think outside the square in terms of getting what we're doing out there, and really appreciate you doing the cards for the Bitcoin conference. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'll just also say there's a few people that have just joined us. Say hello to them. Cedric, thank you for joining us. I just saw you just come in. You've been very active around the place. Julius, how are you? Saw you just join us as well. But yeah, look, if there's no other pictures, we'll sort of make our way towards the music stage where SOS will be performing. Anybody want to say anything else before we move along to the next stage? SOS, do you want to sort of say anything or you want to set up on stage?
I'd love to say 2 things. Number 1, screw that guy, SOS, outside. Screw that guy, he's horrible. I don't like him officially, like everyone knows that. 2, if you like anything that you hear, or if you need to leave early, just interested in what I'm up to, I made these public playlists. I kind of discovered this on Apple Music and on Spotify. Please don't be offended. It's called Radical Anti-Vegan Explosion. If you search Radical Anti-Vegan Explosion on iTunes or Spotify, you should find a playlist that has all my various bands that you may have heard over the course of the past couple of months. Martin Scott Key, PTL, Mark, Eric Jr., who you'll hear in a second. Anyway, if you're interested or you have to leave early, just follow that, search that. You could always reach out to me on Discord or email me. My email's everywhere. Step into the concert area, you'll find the email address. Anyway, please join us. Thanks for coming. Brick, Lewis, thank you for having me, and thanks for having all of us and letting us all kind of learn about each other's stuff and pitch each other's projects. You're just awesome. I'll be here next month.
Fantastic, SOS. Send me a message in terms of those links, Radical and so forth, because then I'll share that on Twitter.
Yeah. I'm not personally anti-vegan for anyone who's out there who, that's your deal. It's not my choice. It was gun to the head, radical anti-vegan explosion.
That's great, man. That's fantastic. Let's all follow SOS to the stage and enjoy some music.
This is so tricky, guys. Just wanted to say that.
He hasn't seen my dance moves, has he?